Welcome back. Imagine being young and healthy and having something you love taken away from you. Not by any fault of your own or anyone's fault for that matter. KSN's Jason Lamb, he joins me now live in studio about a young man who had something like that happen to him. Jason?
That's right, Jeff, but he turned it into something positive. Jake Hall of Augusta loves football so much that when playing the game that was taken away from him, it hurt. It hurt a lot. Fortunately, his father was grooming him to do something else, and Jake was able to stay in the game.
Oh, going this way.
Jake Hall is officiating a high school football game being played by kids his own age.
I really love the game. I think it's one of the best games ever invented.
You had it right.
Jake likes what he's doing, but he'd rather be wearing a helmet and pads and not a whistle.
I enjoyed playing football a lot. At one point, I really wanted to play in college and possibly play at the next level.
Those dreams were dashed a year ago when Hall, playing as a sophomore long snapper and offensive lineman for Augusta High School, absorbed 2 big hits to his head within a few weeks of each other. He was left with 2 concussions and a brain bruise.
We were doing hitting drills in practice, and I remember one specific time where I just kind of ducked my head a little bit, and I got up and I saw 3 of one of my coaches and was like, well, that's not right. And I just didn't feel good after that. And then they diagnosed me with a concussion. And then a couple weeks later, I got to come back and play versus Bueller. And all I remember is long snapping the ball and going after, try to force a kid out of bounds. And I just looked, I was staring at this kid, and I looked to my left for a split second, and I got blindsided, and the lights went out.
And the last one was a pretty significant head injury, so it ended his football career and just kind of accelerated him getting on the field with Dad, trading pads for stripes.
I was pretty sad for a while, and I still kind of am. I mean, it's kind of hard getting told you can't play the sport anymore that you loved and growing up, and it's pretty tough still to this day.
Big lead. He's going to get chippy.
His father, Andy, a referee for 23 years, had been grooming his son to be a ref since he was 7 or 8 years old.
You know, he jumped right on it from the very beginning. Scott Goodhart is our director of officials for Acacia. Scott was gracious enough to give Jake a scholarship. It covered all his fees. He got signed to me as a mentor, and he's completed all the testing, and he's done a great job.
I was kind of hesitant for a little bit because I didn't know with how young I am and a lot of the players being similar ages as me, I didn't know how much it would vary, but being on the field, I still love being out here. It doesn't matter my age.
Jake has served as a line judge in 2 varsity games and a pair of JV games.
Jake's good. He understands it. He studies the game and understands what it takes to be a good official.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I mean, it's kind of fun seeing some people I know out on the field and seeing them make plays, and it's just fun to be out here and still be involved with the sport.
Again, Jake is a 17-year-old junior at Augusta High School. He's one of the top sporting clays and trap shooters in the state, and he's also a volunteer firefighter there in Augusta.
Successful. Great story.
Thank you.
Jason, thanks. We'll be right back.